Flat Earth plane. Here we go. Super high over the flat Earth plane. 360-degree view. It's totally flat. It's totally flat to the line of sight. It's no going back. There's no arc to the surface beyond 6 miles, which is supposed to be under a curvature. Don't listen to the lies, folks. So I just wanted to say something else regarding beliefs and the fear machine and things that people believe in. It's not about what you believe, it's about what it is. And it only is what it will be. And people just need to stop being afraid. And stop being afraid of the herd. And stop being afraid of clinging to herd mentalities and being exiled into your own free thought. Sorry, I dropped something. You can literally see deceptions all around you. Like this one. They got you signing propositions for traffic. It probably has a lot to do with how traffic is governed behind the scenes in fine print. But what you'll notice is that every city has bad traffic and they hate it. And then out comes the propositions. Well, in this city we have bad traffic. And one thing I found out, the people that coordinate the traffic will tell you that traffic automatically bottlenecks. Depending on what part of the city you're in. As you go into the city, they bottleneck it, and then they bottleneck it coming out of the city. And this is just a natural phenomenon that you see happening when you're traveling. You will see traffic like that every time. It is a design. Now, there's no reason why you should see propositions for traffic anywhere unless it's some kind of deceptive thing that they're trying to do. They're trying to deceive you into thinking, yeah, go ahead and sign off for this because this means that you're going to do this. And you're going to have all of this great stuff. It's all dressed up. It's not. It's a deception. Traffic is done by design. There's so many deceptions, from Santa Claus to the damn Easter Bunny to fucking freedom. I mean, who else could build such a magnificent place other than the slaves who are scared to death? They're afraid that 9/11 is an inside job that's conspired by monsters that will stop at nothing. These people were such sick creeps that 9/11 and fear. Well, 9/11 was a hoax. It was not only an inside job, but it was a hoax. Who else could build a magnificent place by their own sweat, giving worthless paper money? This place is amazing. Look at all these cars that we're building and running around as transmitting utilities in this big giant grid of circuitry and directional paths on the way to your slave place that fuels this big giant fear machine of greed and control. And these people are sitting around profiting. You gotta catch all your favorite shows. You gotta stay entertained because you are in bondage and you know your life sucks and you need to be entertained. They have deception everywhere and profits everywhere. There's literally no limit to it. Understand that there's no difference between this guy and this guy. Both of these people are commercial entities. Now, when you get pulled over by a cop and you have a commercial plate and you have commercial credentials, that is the main thing that gets you eligible to receive a commercial transaction against your CDK Trust account or your strawman account or your Social Security account. And that's all they want, is they want to hit your accounts. They want you to believe that this is the free person just driving, and this person is the commercial driver. But that's not true. A driver is a driver, which is relative to like a chauffeur or a taxi cab man, or a driver is a driver, and as a commercial entity, make no mistake. When you get pulled over by a cop and you don't know what to say, you tell them that you are non-commercial and you have credentials to show it, and you say, do you have a claim against me? I am non-commercial. It's a new one I learned from my buddy. I like to get pulled over and ask them if they have their bonds to make sure that they're real cops. It's another friend of mine that taught me that trick. You just got to learn the different laws of traveling and understand that these plates and these credentials are saying, hey, come fuck me in the ass. Here's money here for you. My plates are traveler's plates. If you've seen some of my posts, you'll see it says not for hire, not at war, non-commerce, domestic, non-domestic, you know, all these different things that tell you domestic terrorism and all of this different stuff. It's all connected and relative to the law, and it's all based off corporate business transactions. It's real fucked up. You're just getting business transactions done against you. So you get pulled over, don't think you got a killer pulling you over. Those are all fucking hoaxes for fear. If you don't believe me, look up their obituaries. And just understand they're just salesmen. That's it. They want to do a sales transaction. If you have no credentials that says that you're non-commercial, chances are, if you have credentials that says that you're not a commercial entity, chances are you're going to get avoided. They're going to avoid you. You put it out there, you send out the notices, they will avoid you at all costs most of the time. And it's the truth. I've been not pulled over for about 2 years. But make no mistake, all these people are all commercial drivers. They might as well have taxi service. They might as well have, a big come fuck me sign on the side of their vehicle. They got people waving the military flag. You should be waving the civil flag. Actually, shouldn't be waving anything because that's still de facto. But what you want to do is not even have the military flag. It just says, hey, I'm a troop, shoot me. So many deceptions. It's layered on top of itself. You got all of the Luciferian symbols in there to keep people in check. Make them think shit's going on. Sixes and shells and Venus and all of this stuff. They all have meanings, but ultimately it creates the layered deception that you should be afraid. You got firmament representations, you got morning stars and all kinds of stuff flashing through people's logos. They want us to think that this place is ran by some monsters, man. And they want us to be afraid. Yeah, so make no mistake. Commercial. Another thing that people should always stay on, and I always make references to this and I always talk about this all the damn time, is copper. They don't want us to realize that copper will allow you, just like the sun and connecting your blood to the earth and things like that, undoing the frequency hexes and all of these different things. They don't want you to be at a higher frequency. Your blood and your copper and everything like that, your copper intake, makes things more streamlined. Silver makes it even faster. And your semen levels and your blood levels and everything are all connected. Your brain capacity, the way it thinks and perceives information, is all connected. And you want to tap into things that raise the frequency. Copper and silver are huge because they're super conductive. And semen production, every fluid that you have, the way your blood flows, your erections and erectile dysfunctions, all because of the heavy metals in your body. If you start taking copper, you're going to notice a huge dramatic change. And I mean, I'm telling you, this place is nothing but a systematically controlled matrix. All of these transmitting utility lines and lanes and going this place and going that place. People wake up, they sleep for 8 hours, they work for 8 hours. They go to bed, sleep, you know what I mean? It's a cycle that starts over and over again. This whole thing is nothing but a systematic, controlled fucking grid. It's amazing. The layers of the deception are so thick. Eye of Horus, hole in the center of the dish, the target. I mean, boom, giant tree. It's literally just, I mean, you're swimming in it. I mean, it's everywhere. Check it out. These things right here, these railroad things, fall into the center of the flat plain and they come meet in the center. What's the odds of that? What are the odds? They meet right there in the center of the flat plain, the candy cane. So thick of deceptions. Weird. This way or just straight up the center. It's like they just structure it around that shit. Every part of it is just structured around it. It is so weird to me. Even that X, I mean, X like marks the spot like a motherfucker right here in this whole scenario. The X, the candy cane, definitely not a coincidence that they would all be there together. Because you're a jack in the box. You can even look within your immediate vicinity and find references, non-stop references to the center of the dish. Literally everywhere. Every fucking where. I mean, within my immediate vicinity. I'm telling you. Boom. That's what the Q is saying. That's what an X in the middle of a giant center tells you. I mean, the design, your graven languages just hide it automatically. I mean, you could probably create something in a graven language and it'll automatically point these kinds of symbols and shapes out. Because your graven language has these magical properties to it. It's more so a technological advancement of knowledge, knowledgeable traits of these scripts and things that are being put into play. Not necessarily magic, but understanding and know-how of manipulation of your language is why you see these kinds of things happening. It's like, boom, right in the center, boom, you got a cue that shows you jump into the hole. Between two CCs, CC the hole. It's like right there. It's so weird how they're doing this. I mean, in my immediate vicinity. So, in my automobile that I travel in to do art for fun, not for hire, I spy tram law. Now, we have seen big propaganda, fear propaganda campaigns revolving around Walmart trams. What we need to do is take our own research and go into these Walmarts, sneak into the back looking for the bathroom, and see if there's any tunnels in your Walmart. Chances are there's not. They just want us to be scared. They want us to be so scared of imminent fear that we just stay in line. I'm telling you, man, it's nothing but a big fear machine. What's in the center of the fucking goddamn plane? They keep doing that shit. It's weird. It's like they have no choice but to just keep doing this crap. So that concludes my I Spy for today. My genius morning rant on the way to my fun liaison of painting. Keep your eye on the prize. Stay connected with nature. Go hug some trees. Do a blood over intent. Stare into the sun. Stay grounded. Stay real. Stay awake.